morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to number 9 Adelaide Avenue here in the heart of Mount Waverley. My name is Courtney Matthews. I'll be your auctioneer here today, and assisting me a number of my colleagues from our office located down the road at 303 Stevenson's Road. I have Claire on my left-hand side. I have Jackie, Rachel, Kai, Zach in the crowd. So if you have any questions in regards to the contract and paperwork that's been on display for the last half an hour, and indeed throughout most of the campaign, if you want help with your bidding here today, then raise your hand. And if you have any questions in regards to the terms of the contract, raise your hand, and they'll come over and give you a hand before we commence the start of the auction. The format for today's auction, fairly simple. I'm going to read through the key terms of the auction that I need to make mention of, talk through the rules for today's auction, talk a bit about the home and the opportunity that's behind me here, and then from that point forward I'll open up and I'll call for your competitive bidding. The property we are selling is known as Lot 66 on plan of subdivision 013373, certificate of title, volume 08172, folio 567, but in plain English it's known as 9 Adelaide Avenue in Mount Waverley. Today's sale does include all the fixtures and bidding, so pretty much everything that is stuck is staying with the property here today. We are selling via a public auction whereby a 10% deposit is required. However, you can make that in the form of a $20,000 deposit today. The balance of the 10% can come through on Monday. And if you have any organised or prior terms with us other than that, then we'll honour those terms that we would have discussed with you prior to today's auction. If you have terms outside of what I've just mentioned, raise your hand so that Claire can come over and have a quick word with you. Settlement's fairly flexible. Obviously the property is vacant, so 30, 60, 90 days is what we prefer and what we've asked for here today. Again, if you have terms outside of that haven't been pre-discussed, then raise your hand and Claire will also come over and have a chat with you as well. The rules for today's auction, fairly simple. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available before the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors do have a reserve price, and as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request of the law, prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders, and bidders preventing others from bidding, and provides fines for such conduct. The rules today to vendor bid. The words during the auction are used to make a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Pretty straightforward with the rules as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic opportunity. A very rare opportunity. There's not too many corner blocks left in Mount Waverley or left in Monash itself. I know that every single time one pops up, or even when they're not on the market, people call and ask, have you got a corner block? Well, we've provided one today, so it's really going to be up to you to bid and secure it because they are rare. The opportunity that the block presents, well, there's enough around you to see what it presents. You could look opposite the road and look at two beautiful large townhomes across the road. You could do one large family home if you want. You could work with the current home, extend and renovate if you wish as well. The block presents plenty of opportunity with no easements attached to it or to worry about. In Mount Waverley Secondary College catchment zone and Mount Waverley Primary School walking distance from where we are as well. So you're in that double school zone. And of course Mount Waverley Secondary School Zone, one of the highest growth areas in terms of capital growth over time in Melbourne. So you are in prime residential real estate position with the land that we are looking at here today. 742 approximate square metres of that land. Also allows you to build one behind dual occupancy, subject to council approval of course, but a dual lock and renovate and sell the front as a single level home. I didn't display that option just before in my words, but I do now, and that's probably the third or fourth option that you have with a property like this. Close to the cafes, shops and restaurants from where we stand in Mount Waverley Village. 5 or 6 minutes and you're in Glen Waverley. 5 or 6 minutes and you're in Chadstone, Burwood as well. So location fantastic from the schooling, amenities point of view. A block with endless opportunities. A 3-bedroom home currently exists on the block with 1 bathroom, ample living zone there as well. And I've displayed everything or talked to you over the course of the last few weeks about the location and what it can present for you. So bidders advise, it's really up to you from this point forward if you want to secure this fantastic opportunity, and one that I said before is so rare to secure. This might be your final opportunity to get hold of a decent corner block in central Mount Waverley. You're going to need to raise your hand and call out your bid nice and loud, put your best foot forward here today if you want to secure the opportunity. I have one final call, and that's how I sell the property here today. I call the property 3 times. First call, second call, third and final call, and when they're happy to the contract like so, property is sold. Make no mistake, the owner wants to see a sold sticker on the board, but to who and for how much? to be determined by you now. I throw it over to you, bidders and buyers, in your hands now. A fair and reasonable start is what I seek here for 9 Adelaide Avenue in Mount Waverley. Bidders and buyers, in your hands from here. You make a comfortable start where you like, up to you. I'll be guided by you, so you can make the start. Refer your bids to the owner. That's the preferred method here, so it's in your hands, buyers, from here. Call out your bid, raise your hand, or have one of my staff members call it out for you is okay. In your hands for a start, give you a moment or so to make that thought, that bid.
1.4.
1.4, I like the ambitious start. 1.4, we'll kick things off with gentlemen across the road next to Rachel. We'll bump it along a bit though and get to 1.5 million as quick as we can, and that's the next bid I see from there. At 1,400,000 is the bid across the road. 1.5 can I see from there. At 1,400,000 now. 1.5 anywhere at all puts you in front and puts you in the box seat to try to buy here today. And 1.4's across the road now. At 1,400,000 now. 1.5 million's what I need from here. At 1.4's across the road. I call 3 times. We work with our highest bidder here today. That's how it works if we do pass in. At 1.4 now. I call 3 times. First time of the call. Second. Third and final call. 1.45. I'll take your 50 rise and back against your serve for 50 if you like. And he says yes back at that. So 1.5 here. 1.55 if you wish. 1.5 is there now across the road. At 1,500,000 now. At 1,500,000. 1.550 now. 6 if you like from here. 1.550 is the bid. At 1.550 is the bid. 1.6 if you wish to be back in front. At 1.55 is the bid there. At 1,550,000 is the bid. At 1,550,000 on my right hand side. 1.6 the next bid from here puts you in front. Otherwise the working gentleman over here. 1.55 is the bid. 1.6 we need from here. At 1,550,000 is the bid. I call 3 times. I'll make it crystal clear. I don't need to go inside. I work with the highest buyer here. Should I pass the property in, they get the first right to negotiate with me. At 1,550,000 is the bid. I call 3 times and do it such. First time to call now. At 1,550,000. 1.6 is the bid back in front of the road now. 1.6 is the bid. Gentlemen back in front of you. Start at 1.6 is the bid now. 1.6. 1.630 is the bid. You can take a 20 and round me up to 650 if you wish. He does so at 1.650 is the bid there. At 1,650,000 the gentleman across the road there. At 1.65 is the bid. At 1,650,000 he's got the best chance to negotiate with me at this point in time. If there's no further bid or rise, I'll do as such. I'll call it 3 times. Plenty of time not to raise your hands on this point forward. Or coming back over the top. Gentleman next to Claire against you. At 1,650,000 final opportunity against you or any other party as well. First time in the call now. 70 is the bid. 680 is the bid. 1,680. At 1,680 on the left hand side here, or my left hand side at 1,680 is the bid. Still against you over there, sir. 680 is the bid here. At 1,680,000 now. At 1,680 is the bid against you for any further rise. Otherwise, gentlemen, going to be the box seat here. Give you time to think. Give anyone else time to think. I call 3 times in a moment or so. At 1,680 is the bid across the road. At 1,680, I call 3 times. First, second, third, and final call. All finished and done. At 1,680,000. Bear with me then, I'll seek some instructions from our vendor and I'll be back with you in just a moment. Finally, for your patient buyers, good news, it's on the market. We're selling and playing for keeps from here. Gentlemen, here's buying the property if there's no further bid. On the market, selling 1,680,000 is his bid. It buys the property if there's no further bid from here. So, bidders and buyers, if you've come here today and your hands have been in the pocket from now, now's the time you need to raise your hand, call out that bid from here. We sell across the road here. On the market, selling 1,680,000. Up to you, another bid is here today if you wish to bid further. In your hands from here, but when I call 3 times and knock it down, it sells. At 1,680,000 now against you for any rise from here to put you in front to buy the property. Corner block, only corner block in Mount Waverley in a good location, I can tell you. At 1,680,000, we sell away here if there's no better bid. I call 3 times to sell. First time in the call now, and we're selling at 1,680,000. 690, bid across the road there, new bidder. 695, 6, 7, 1, 7. 1, 7 to the bid. 705 if you wish. 705, 710, 715, 720, 725, 730, 725, 740. 745, 760, 760 at 1,760 is the bid. Give you a moment or so. At 1,760,000, quick race between 2 parties, but at 1,760,000 is the bid. Give you a moment or so. At 1,760,000 is the bid there. At 1,760,000 is the bid. Against all parties, we sell away to our left-hand side if there's no benefit. At 1,760,000. Otherwise, we sell here on my left. First time in the call now, we sell away 1,760,000. 1,770,000. 780. 780. At 1,780,000 for bid. 790. 790. 1.8. 1.8 for bid. 1,800,000. 805. 810. 810 for bid. 810 the bid. 1,810 the bid now. 1,810,000 on my left. 1,810 I call again to sell. 820. 820 the bid. 825. 830. 835. 840. 1,840,000. Done. Finished. Sure. I'll check one more time. At 1,840,000. If there's no better bid, I sell here on the left-hand side. I get ready to call 3 times. At 1,840,000. Just having a last check before I knock it down. Good. Time of the call now at 1,840,000. Are we done over there? I know I didn't check back in with you before, but 840, we're selling it. Selling it. Are you sure? First time. Second call. 845. 850. Done this time. 850. I'll have to check again. 850. At 1,850,000. Again, I call 3 times. First time in the call, and I sell. Second. Third. Final call. Finished. Done. Selling. At 1,880,000 new bidder in. Done. Sure. At 1,880,000, I check with both parties left and right one more time. At 1,880,000, I'll give you a moment to think on either side just before I close. 885, 890, 890. At 1,890,000. At 1,890,000 Slippy. 895, 19. 19. Don't let the round numbers get to you. 19 Slippy in front now. At 1,900,000 Slippy. As I said, it's the only good quarter box left in the location of 1,900,000 is Slippy. Check one last time. At 1,900,000 we sell away. If there's no better bid, I call 3 times in just a moment. First time in the call, gentleman in the middle gets it. Second call, at 1,900,000. Third and final call. Oh, finish silent and done. Are we done? Finish. Are we done? Sure. At 1,900,000, selling. Selling. Congratulations. We are sold. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending another Ray White auction and have a fantastic weekend.